Welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. So remember when we made those campfire starters, the DIY fire starters with the dryer lint the other day, and we put them in this bag and we put this cute little ribbon on there? Well, that all looks fantastic, but there is no name tag on it. So we are going to do name tags today. I have created some printable Merry Christmas to from name tags. And I am going to leave a link in the description below so that you can grab some for yourself and make really cute little name tags for all of your gifts. But you need a printer. So I've got these things where I have printed them on let's see, it is Avery 18163 stickers. So they fit like that, and you can just take that sticker and kind of stick it on anything with the little to from thing. But if you don't have stickers and you don't want to deal with stickers, you can also take them and print them just on regular paper, and then you can glue them to a cardboard little thing and then make a hang tag out of that. And I'm going to show you how cute that looks. So I'm going to first I'm going to cut out the little tag, and they're so cute. I've got a couple that are campers, one that is a tent, and then other little like symbols, little icons that are all camping related. So there's a variety. So people who like to kayak, you got one for them. People who like to backpack or hike or sit around campfires or eat marshmallows, whatever. There's a nice little variety there. So I am going to, because this is a campfire starter bag, I'm going to go ahead and cut out this this one label that is has the little campfire on it. And after I cut it out, I am going to kind of measure it against this cardboard that I have. And in order to make this look a little more natural, I am going to leave a little border around that so that the brown color of the cardboard is sticking out. Because remember, when we put this bag together, we decided that we liked the ribbon that has a little bit of a kind of natural feel. And then these little ties that we used have just like a twine or a rope. Some are colored, some are not. But it's a little bit more natural feel than something that's super blingy. So I'm going to just cut this little guy out, and I am going to put that on my cardboard, and I'm going to measure around it so that I have a nice little border of cardboard sticking out beyond this. I love to do crafts like this when I have the time. When I don't have the time, then I'm just going to use a sticker or something that's, like pre-made, but I like giving these, I like putting these little touches on something when it is, it just feels a little bit more homemade. It feels a little more thoughtful. And I think that's a really cute idea. So this doesn't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, I know I told you the other day that I don't like perfection with things like this because I want it to feel homemade. I want it to feel like I spent a little extra time and, made something special for somebody. So now I've just traced around this, and I am going to cut around it, and I'm going to cut so that I'm cutting so the pencil line doesn't show up. So I just made it a little bit bigger than the printed tag itself. And then I'm just going to take a glue stick and glue it on there. So here is the cardboard, and then here's the hang tag, name and number. But I'm going to write the to from on here before I actually glue it, because I think it might get a little funny on the back side if I don't do that. So these are going to be for Pete. Don't tell him. To Pete and these are going to be from the kitties, from Max and Izzy. Max and Izzy. All right. So now I've got that all written out, and I am going to then glue this on here. So I'm going to glue stick onto the paper side, and there I am going to want to go over the corners so that when I do put it onto the cardboard, it doesn't start to peel up on the corner. So just get a little extra paper on the back. Make sure you're going over all the edges, and a nice little light coat. And then we're going to stick it on there. Just kind of eyeball it so it's sort of in the middle of the cardboard, and push it down. And then you can punch a hole with whatever you have. I've got just a little hole punch thing here that I like to use. It's just easier. So I'm going to punch a hole in the corner, and then I am going to put this on here with some kind of ribbon or some kind of string or twine. And it kind of makes sense to me that I would use that same twine that's already on there. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I just want this to hang down low enough where you can see it. And it's not going to be real fancy with the way that I tie it on or anything. It's just going to be, I'm going to do one quick tie here. So it's like at the tag itself. And then I am going to tie this onto the handle, and so you can easily see that. And then I'm going to put it under the tree. So just going to do a little double knot there. So let's see. So it's just plain on the back, and there it is on the front. I think that looks really cute. I think it goes well with the theme of the present, and that one's done. So that is awesome if you have a printer. But if you don't have a printer, I found some really cute little camping themed wrapping papers. And that's great if you've got like a box or something like that. Bags, I like bags because they're just so easy to kind of stuff and you don't actually have to wrap them. But there's a couple of different patterns in this particular package. So the one that is my favorite actually has these cute little retro campers on there. You know I love retro campers, but there's also this one that's a little more like nature oriented, and that's cute too. Now these are, they're pieces of paper, and they have creases because obviously that's how they come. They're folded instead of being in a roll. So what you might want to think about is if you've got a gift that when you put the box in here, if you can't get that crease on the corner to be able to wrap that up, then you're probably going to see a crease, like in the middle of your package. So just a thought there, but that is not necessarily what I'm going to do with this box today. But I just wanted to show you some of the cute paper that I found, and I'll be wrapping some other stuff later. The thing that we did the other day with learning how to draw a little retro camper that we did, that is what I'm going to do now, so that if you don't have wrapping paper and if you don't have a printer to print these little labels up, then it's going to be super easy to draw a little tag and decorate it with a cute tiny little trailer that you learned how to draw the other day. So we're going to do that next. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue with this same size of tag. I like having a cardboard that's a little bit stiffer than, you know, just like a heavy duty cardstock, but a cardstock works well too. So here, I'm going to just draw the little camper, but I want the to from first, so I leave myself enough room to be able to put that little camper on there. So this doesn't look real square. I'm going to square this up just a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave room for the little camper over here, and then I'm going to put the to from over here on this side. So and the easiest thing to do is to start with a pencil and go super light. And then if you like the way that the camper is shaped, then you can go over it with some kind of a marker. So, so I'll start that. This is going to be my to from over here. And I'm going light with the pencil. And then I've got, that's kind of like half and half. I'm splitting this thing. Then over here, I'm going to go ahead and draw that one line that we drew the other day, which was the road or the earth. And then on top of that, we're going to draw that little circle. Let me extend that a little bit. The little circle, which is the tire, and put a dot inside. And then do the same thing that we did the other day with putting the back of the trailer there, the front of the trailer going out this way. And then we are going to draw that little, the little wheel up front, and then draw the upside down U shape to make the trailer itself. And depending on how you want to shape that, if that doesn't turn out really well, just kind of erase it a little bit and kind of go over it. And then we'll do that little propane tank, which is the other upside down U, and the little valve on top of the propane tank. We're going to draw the door next. So that's this little door here. And put the window in the door. And then the little door handle, and then we'll put a window in the side of the trailer. And I'm going to draw the stripes so that we can do a little different paint job there. So now I basically have that little camper there, and I'm going to now take my markers and figure out how I might want to color that. So to make this brown color have a little extra, you know, oomph and a little color, I'm going to use some markers that that can provide that. So I think that the orange will look nice. Maybe orange and purple. Orange, purple, and of course I want some black for the tire. So I'll continue on here with outlining. Now, when you use a marker that's thick enough and you did your outline with a pencil that's thin enough, now you can go over it exactly where you want it, and any kind of little blemish that you had there is just going to disappear. So I'm going to go up and over really gently and I'm going to draw an outline the whole way around. Now I'm getting to that tire. When you use something that's this thick, you are good to cover like a big outside outline, but let me see, I know I have one of these. Okay, so so you can use a fine tip is better when you get to those little tiny little parts. So I'm going to use that as I do this tire here, and then the little dot there. And then I'm going to also outline the rest of like the door and that stuff with this thinner marker. So I'm going to leave that other line that's in the center that's going to be dividing the two paint colors. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go ahead and do the two different paint colors. So at least it's light and it's something that is, you know, slightly different than what the rest of it is going to be. I'm going to go do that line straight across. That is the the stripe that divides the two colors. I'm doing that one in green. And then this top part I'm going to do in purple. And I'm not really good at hand drawing, but the kid comes out in me. Do you ever like get to the point where you like need that kid to come out in you? Well, that's kind of where I am right now. That's one of the things that I actually like about doing crafts like this, because I don't have a huge artistic outlet. And but it's relaxing to me to do this kind of thing. All right, so we're getting close. You can see that we've got the purple on top and the green stripe through there, and then the orange on the bottom. I guess we now probably need to figure out exactly what color the door should be and the propane tank. I don't want to do the tire in black because then there won't be that little dot in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in this purple so that there's a little difference between the tire itself and then like the hubcap thing. Now I just want to go a little heavier with the outline so that anything that kind of looks like a little jagged or whatever, I'm going to clean that up like with just a little heavier outline. I grew up always having like bad vision. 2200 was my distance, but I never had problems with seeing close. Now I got problems with both. So such is life as we get older, right? And then to finish it off, I'm going to go ahead and this little green line that's in here that's dividing the two colors, I'm going to outline that. I think that when you outline this stuff, it just kind of really gives it a little more shape. And then when if the colors bleed or something a little bit, they just kind of get hidden that way. So we did draw that the little line down here also that was kind of like the road or whatever, the road or the grass. So I am going to just go put a little bit of kind of like grass down there. So that's it. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to punch a hole in here so that I can hang this on the box. But I do need to sort of jazz up the box and close it up with some kind of ribbon or something. Do you know that you can actually get cut? Some of this stuff that's in this twine can actually like slice, give you kind of like a paper cut. Izzy, are you trying to help Mama? You're such a good helper. She probably wants to play with the twine. And yeah. And then she'll start eating it, and then she'll get sick. Hey, don't you be doing that. We got her some catnip the other day. Did nothing. We're walking around, there's catnip balls. We're tripping on a catnip ball. But, she's just more happy hanging out, trying to wrap presents with me. All right, I am almost to the end. Look at this. This is a big knot. It's terrible. All right, I'm cutting it off. Figure this out later. I'm doing this without somebody holding this middle one for me. So hopefully it'll work. Now what I can do is I can take this. I've got enough string left over here to put this guy on, our little hang tag. All right, there we go. How's that? Cute? Cute. Do you think he'll guess what's in here? Not a chance. My kitty doesn't eat this present. It'll be amazing. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find these free printable gift tags. If you have any questions, let me know. I had fun wrapping gifts today with you, and hopefully you are going to be more and more comfortable drawing this little retro camper, because we've got some really cool DIY gifts coming up later this week and next week, and our countdown to Christmas continues. Don't forget the reason for this season, and I'll see you again tomorrow.